This is Warhammer End Times Vermintide. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. And what are we getting in this rat-tastic, rat-infested, grinding, pulpy game of awesomeness? Well, it's a native 4K resolution at 30 FPS. So there's auto HDR. And yeah, now the game actually kind of runs smoothly. Whoa, wow, I got hit pretty hard there. And I know that probably sounds a bit odd, because I don't know if you would, necessarily go with 30 FPS being smooth, but if you had played kind of on the 1X and stuff, it was a little all over the place. I mean, it looked really good, and it still looks really, really good. But, yeah, no, it's actually kind of, like, smoothly running now, so I hope that kind of makes sense to you. So you play this game alone with AI, or you play it in, well, 4-player co-op. You can find others online. I think this is actually like a full match. And yeah, it's just kind of a cool, I guess you would say, I don't know, again, Left 4 Dead-esque kind of cooperative rat killing game. There's a long story of different missions that come together. And there's actually... What are you guys doing? what are these guys doing? I'm very confused. And then there was like tons of like DLC expansion stuff. Why are they... I'm so confused what they were doing there. I was like, okay, we're going in the house together? I was like, what? Anyways, yeah, they actually added a lot of content to this one over time. They improved it quite a bit, and it was a really, really well done, expansive game. It got a sequel follow-up that I've also covered, which I think is also quite excellent. And yeah, like I said, if you like the whole... I guess you would say, can we kill these rats, or are these ones just regular rats? If you like that whole cooperative Left 4 Dead-like formula, I think this one really kind of hits the mark. There's only 2 rats, and I missed both of them. Well, that's embarrassing. So you get, like, a few different characters to choose from, and they have different abilities. I usually play as the archer character. Very, very strong and effective. But, yeah, I got the fire torch lady, I guess, because that's kind of what was available, considering other people had already taken stuff. But, yeah, you all kind of fit into roles, and instead of being like a shooter or something like that, it's a hack and slash. With some shooting elements, obviously, my secondary being like fire. But, yeah, it's actually kind of a really neat cooperative game. And it's quite varied, too, in terms of the gameplay. Sometimes... there's segments where you're just kind of hacking and slashing. Sometimes you're surviving. But a lot of the time, you're doing things like, I don't know, different objectives. You've got to destroy the pillars of this tower. Or you've got to, I don't know, destroy these barrels, or move these barrels to be destroyed. Or, things like that actually pop up. Or, unleash this thing, or go on this rail, or run away from this area. So there's actually quite a variety of different, like, segments that can go on. I should have clicked that myself. So you have all of these different, things you can kind of do, and then you've got different roles that your characters play. And there's different types of improvement for items and stuff that you collect as you go through it. And yeah, it's just, like, to me, it's a very, very well done experience. It can be kind of challenging too, and there's different grueling levels of difficulty if you want something more, expansive or intense. It's really up to you what you want to go for, right? But yeah, I genuinely do think this one is a lot of fun to play. You may think the sequel just surpasses this one, but I do think this one has its own fun, kind of story and combat to it, which makes it worth playing by itself. And you just get to visit these crazy places, too. I mean, this is obviously a bit more of a cityscape that we're in. We're climbing a big tower, which I believe is a big finale fight thing at the top, so we'll see how that goes. Mostly teams die doing this. No, one of the specialty rats. Oh, we cut that one down fast. And another one. Rattling gunners, am I right? But yeah, you do actually get a variety of different like locales and scenes, and it's all quite well detailed and very, very gory. It is sort of funny though, going from playing the sequel to going back to this one, because you definitely do see where they've made big advantages. Yeah, this is gonna be the top here where you're doing this. At the same time, you know, I look at this one and being like, wow, I'm really glad that they did enhance it at the time, because it does look significantly better than it would otherwise. And as I said, it is a very, very good game, because it is, you know, it's the end times. The city of Uber-Seek now stands in ruin at the dreaded Skaven army. Few have survived this ruthless invasion. Will you? So now you fight, and it's our last stand, and, you know, all that stuff, and there's vermin. A tide of vermin. And then you've got like this cool little inn that everyone chills out at between like matches, and you vote for your next opportunity and adventure. It's a cool, quirky little thing. I really, really like this one. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather be playing as the archer class, but I think I do alright as the mage so far. Taste the fire. But they did a really nice job with this one. And it's one that I've wanted to go and revisit again for a bit here. I love the second one. I love this one. Dark Tide, pretty cool. So, you know, they've put together some really cool games that are like this, and they use just this, like, crazy, gory, deadly, you know, kind of Warhammer banner that they go behind and between, but, you know, I think they've really done their own thing with it. I'm sure Warhammer fans maybe appreciate seeing some of this stuff come to video game life. I myself, you know, without necessarily the greatest handle on, you know, the fantasy side of things, kind of go in and just be like, wow, this is a really mulchy, I don't know, pulpy sort of, you know, bloodbath kind of thing, and it's just fantastic. Yeah, it's really, really good. I think they kind of like nailed this one. You know, just in terms of gameplay and exciting action. Like it's so crazy. But as I say, you know, you could get overwhelmed pretty quick here. We're doing well for now. But yeah, things change fast. Oh, and there's potions for extra effects. This is basically just like the Left 4 Dead formula. One of the better, if not maybe best, like executions of taking that formula and kind of adjusting it for something else. Because I always sat there for years. I was like, why are there not more games kind of like Left 4 Dead? I don't know, maybe you think it isn't a fair comparison, but I think they're practically like the same concept. They just applied differently. But I really thought it was like a peak perfect way to do co-op play. And keep in mind, we're at like, this is a big moment here where we have to fend off waves, and like there's been a lot of build up towards this scene. It's sort of like if you're just matchmaking like I did just to find like a match, like it doesn't really kind of matter, right? But like, you know, just trying to give you context as to why are you wondering if we're like sitting here just fighting like through waves of rats who have come up here. And it's because this is like a big, you know, kind of moment that we've been fighting towards. Oh, that was a waste. I wanted to throw the firebomb down. Well, oh, my bad. Enjoy the bomb. I'm a little bit rusty with my D-pad hits there. It's a raticide. Sometimes these vermin gotta die, you know what I'm saying? I just love how dynamic you can like cut them up too. I hope we get a third one someday. I feel like they could do that. I know they tried something else recently, but again, Dark Tide, but I'd actually really, really love to revisit this universe even more. It's just so fun. Activate the lift platform.
The thing's falling apart.
Can't even remember where that is. Do we have to go down? I think we have to go down. We're all ready to go, guys. Oh, that guy's a bot. It says in the bottom corner there. Teamwork, teamwork. Uh oh.
Tell me you feel it.
Well, that's not good.
I feel what comes next.
And then this is kind of our big escape sequence. Well, not much of an escape. We did all that work, so you just kind of get out of here. Maybe you should, I don't know, let the rest of the team get in here? Leaving the bot behind. The dwarf! Nobody cares about the dwarf. Although a lot of people want to play as the dwarf. Because the dwarf's cool. Okay, so one thing that is really, really weird, and I think it's a Series X thing, because I don't remember it being like this on the 1X. Like, the pop-up, like, sequences and stuff are really tiny. Like, literally just taking the middle of the screen. I don't know how, like, literally you're seeing that right now. Like, this, there's a lot of situations like this in the game, and I was just like, why is it doing this? This is weird, because I don't know, maybe it was on the 1X too, but I was literally sitting here being like, I don't remember that being the case. And it's just kind of like, yeah, really, really small menus that don't take up the whole screen. And I haven't really found anywhere to really change that I've noticed. I was kind of fiddling around in the settings. I was like, why is this like this? Oh, it looks like they want to return to the inn. Well, at least you'll get to see the inn in action. They must be doing specific missions or something. I don't know. I'm just here to slash and hack and all that good stuff, so. Long for the ride, but this is the inn I was talking about. It's just kind of a cool place of operations for our squad. That's what I was saying. I was like, I go to options. And like display settings, UI scale. Maybe I could change that up to be a little bit more. No, I think that's just the actual screen itself. Yeah. Thanks for the ale, my friend. There's a lore book. But that's what I said, is like, it pops up with this like tiny little thing, and I was just like, why is it like that? It's very strange. In the forge, you can like improve your stuff. The Shrine of Solace. The bounty board. See, there's lots of stuff. Vote to kick me? Why? Well, I literally helped you guys fight the rats. That's not very nice. Okay. I see how it is. Holy, okay. Literally come on this adventure to help them and they just like kick me out. Thanks, guys. Wow. Sky Captain will remember this. And if it's if it can't get you your character, it gives you the option to join and pick a different character, so that's kind of a cool thing. Wow. I feel kind of hurt by that. Like a deep level of rejection from that squad that I just helped kill those rats with. Was I doing bad? Oh, this one's a pain too. It's just one real player and 2 bots. Okay, yeah, I think this is the one where you do the black powder kegs and they like explode. Oh, it was the worst. Yeah, I remember this being just a complete pain. But you know, it's like a little romp and adventure with a group of pals if you've ever wanted to do the whole, you know, fighting through hordes of rats kind of thing. And I think the biggest issue with this one was that, like, the bots had no interest in actually, like, oh, I'm being taken, that's lovely. Like, the bots will help you, they're not useless, they actually, like, put in an effort, but I just remember doing the sequence, and, like, they literally would not pick up any of the kegs or anything. And that makes objective making incredibly difficult. Yeah, I think I've got to get over that way. Because it's like you were trying to get the kegs, right? bring them to the objective, and then the bots are just like chillaxing. Yeah, I actually remember this one being kind of frustrating. You do the long pull or the short pull. Raticide.
They're swarming.
Chop him to pieces.
So that one's over there. I guess I'll go try to get that. But yeah, so many things like blow these canisters up and you just be like, why? Look, that rat has a torch.
I'm binding my wounds. That's better.
Alright, let's go and see if we can get this. Right on. Oh crap. This one's gonna blow up, isn't it? Or not? That's what I'm saying, like a little thing of the barrels and they just like explode. You can tell I'm having fun flashbacks doing this again. Yeah, I recall so many teams just like completely falling apart trying to do this. Oh, really? It spawned up there again? Not back down here? Ugh. Curse the rats! They make questing very, very hard. I don't know, I think it's got like a good amount of content to it, a good variety of different scenes and locales and different missions and different challenges. Never really gets boring, it's always just a fun little crazy hack and slash venture through death and ratlands.
Is there another? That wasn't half bad.
The breeze is acrid with wart powder. Skaven gunner.
Well, it looks like he's got that, but man, does this game still look good. I mean, it looks a little bit more simple, like I said, in comparison to the follow-up and the sequel, but still very, very, very well done and holds up incredibly well. Guess it's more wait until the rats kind of vanish for a bit. Down you go, rat gaddler. Or rattling gunner, whatever. Get it because he's a rattling gunner? He's a rat and it's rattling and it's a gunner? Oh, we still have fun in the lands of the dead. I've got the canister. Because I think we even tried like really throwing them all Left 4 Dead like propane tank like, but yeah, I don't remember that going over well. Is that gonna trigger the thing? Oh jeez. Ugh. Well, there goes that canister. Thanks, rats.
One less stinking gas rat.
That's why we need more health. Trying to help out the team, you know. I just don't want to sit here like I'm freeloading. Cover me, guys, so the rats don't cut me. Oh no! You satisfied, rats? You satisfied? There was like 2 rats left, and they blew this up. Ugh, man, these rats, they don't let you get a break, do they? Well, that one's easy. This guy's getting, like, the easy barrel captures. I've had every barrel I've tried to take explode. This guy just, like, walks in here, he's got the barrel like it's no big deal.
There, we have enough barrels. Time to leave.
I guess we just escape now. That made it look a lot easier than it usually is. Yeah, victorious on the Vermintide. So needless to say, it's a pretty cool game. It offers a lot of crazy Warhammer scenes for you to enjoy. There's different levels, character leveling, missions, goals, different challenges, battles to do, things to collect, items to gather, items to improve, crazy bounty stuff, you know, whole range.